Hi guys, welcome to another segment of Dave C's G.I. Joe 1980s commentary. Today we're going to be talking about the 1986 Cobra Bat, which is a special kind of Cobra Trooper because it's not a human, and I have a poster of it in the pit, down in the pit here. There's the 1986 Hector Garrido art, blown up into a poster, and looks pretty cool. And I also have a Cobra, like a bat Cobra logo, a little bit distressed. It's yellow because that's the main colors of the Cobra Bat from 1986, yellow and black, and mixed in with special hologram that was on the chest, which made this figure quite special. I'll just pop a figure over here. Take a look at it, and there's the hologram there. I don't know if you can, if it looks 3D or not with the camera. Yeah, I can bring them up over here and put them on the special manual here that always has more information about the figures and stuff. And yeah, this one's pretty cool because Ron Rudat, who worked on the toys with Larry Hama's ideas with the file cards and the comic ideas, and he actually brought the figures to life by designing the figures for that. And this one is special to him, as it says in Mark Bellamo's book here. And he actually worked on a 10-inch by 10-inch lenticular hologram, and he actually hand delivered it to a place in Dallas, Texas, where they spent quite a bit of time on it, and apparently it wasn't cheap. But I guess they really wanted to make this a special kind of figure, and I think it is. I think it's awesome. It was a new element to G.I. Joe. In '86, they started going a little bit more sci-fi, which I didn't really like at first, but that was more for other characters. This particular one I never had a problem with. I thought it was an awesome compliment to the Cobra infantry to send these guys out on the battlefield and not have to worry about human death or tragedy. Just send them out. Not that Cobra worried about that anyway, but I mean, they still would, sort of course. But yeah, they'd send these guys out there instead of men. It came with a few attachments too that were pretty cool, and they could all plug into the backpack or plug onto the arm. And I think I have a few of them over here in my case here. Why? I know I have a few over here. I didn't take them out. There's one of the backpacks there. Yeah, there's one of the pieces for it too. I have them, they're all in there. They're just different attachments. I guess I could have pulled that out, had it ready. That's my case there with all some spare guys, and sometimes when I work on guys I fix them with a screwdriver and put new O-rings in. Kind of just put them all in here. But yeah, there's some of the accessories down there in the drawers. Backpacks and guns and stuff. Oh yeah, the first issue that he appeared in, or not he, I guess it doesn't really have it's kind of a unisex Cobra Trooper, because it's a robot. But it was issue 44 of Marvel, and Dr. Mindbender is trying to sell them to Cobra, so he tries to prove that they're pretty good in battle, and sends them after some new GI Joe recruits. I think with some backpacks that have some weird chemical stuff in it, and by the end of the episode, by the end of the comic, the new Joes are proven, and I think it's Bazooka, Crankcase, Airtight, and a couple others. But they survive the battle and they destroy the bats. And the cover's cool because it has Lady J on a Mirage, trying to get away from one of the bats. He's trying to kill her in a transport truck. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a few of these over the years, and they're really neat. Well, people say now army builder, which, you know, I guess you can use that term. Um, some people look at it like greed because you're you're kind of just, you know, buying a bunch of guys. But I mean, yeah, if you want to create an army, then it's cool to do that also. But yeah, the last one I got, his crotch was broken, which is fine. I don't care about that. But it was missing its hologram on the chest, which is a common thing. They would even fall off in the package sometimes. I remember, like you go to Toys R Us or Sears or Zellers or whatever, and you'd see in the bubble, the bottom of the bubble, the hologram would be not attached. The one I bought back then, of course, it was attached because I wouldn't have it any other way. But but I do remember seeing that. So I found on eBay this person that selling replacement holograms. So I was able to get one for a couple bucks, $2 or $3. Here they are here. Kind of cool. And they have adhesive on the back. So that's going to go on the chest. And they sent me this nice letter, which is really neat. It just says, thank you very much for your business. And they actually included 2 instead of 1. Order stuff from United States and Canada, Germany, France, Holland, Argentina, all over the world, and a lot of people are pretty fair, and you know, a lot of them love GI Joe, and it's more just that you get to talk to them about Joes and what you have in common, and it's not really about money. It's more about fun. So, I mean, of course, you're going to get the ones that aren't like that. But as soon as I smell a bit of that, I don't deal with them anymore. I usually don't give them any of my money or any of my time because it's not really worth it. But yeah, but there's a lot of good people. That's what I was trying to say. A famous Rush guy always said that there's more heroes than villains, and I believe that to be true in my age now. And yeah, this guy, they're cool, but I mean, I have to trim it and then peel the backing off. But yeah, I can see how it's going to be good. There's 2 of them there. So if I pick up another one that's kind of damaged and is missing the front, because they are cheaper if they're missing the hologram, of course, then I have a spare, because this nice person was nice enough to give me an extra one. So now I don't have to buy another one. But yeah, for example, my son and I got Defiant, GI Joe 1987 Defiant for Christmas this year, and all the Joe fans know for sure that kind of a no-no is trying to order one of these to be sent through the mail, because this blue plastic here, it always breaks and cracks, and if it's not packaged right, it'll just be killed because it's such a fragile thing. but it's a Grail in the GI Joe line. One of the three biggies. I think there's four or five really, but this is one of them. And back to what I was talking about, the person who sent us this, they really took care with it and packed it. They put like metal cross pieces in it and bars and tons of foam and like triple boxed it with a U-Haul box. And so when I was talking to this person, the person kind of reminded me of my brother. My brother's an engineer and he's just audiophile engineer, but they're very particular about what they do because they have to, or their product won't sell. So my brother's like that. He's very analytical in a good way. Um, he's a pretty smart guy who pays attention to important details, and he's a very empathetic person as well, very caring, and yeah, but he's analytical for sure. So I picked up on that with this guy, and he was very clear about how he was going to ship this. And there's the poster for it. Of course, we'll do another review on that one day. But yeah, he did a really good job of doing that, and he was really nice and sincere. And he loved GI Joe, and he could tell I loved GI Joe, and he knew that it was going to be sent to a place like this, like a pit room, to be cherished here until God knows when. Grandkids and after that, and even more grandkids hopefully. But yeah, tons of great people in the GI Joe community, and welcome to the Cobra operating room, where we're going to surgically implant the new hologram on this Battle Android Trooper's chest. Okay. We'd have to use Airborne's weapon here, is M16 with a bayonet, to kind of help us along here. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, looks good. The bat also appeared in the 1986 Sunbow animated series, and here's the back of the DVD box for it. And there they are. There's a photo of them. They were actually pretty menacing and a little bit scary because they weren't like other Cobra Troopers that were human. If they got their arm blown off or their leg or their head or whatever, they would keep coming, as depicted in the comic and sometimes in the cartoon. Like I said before, it's G.I. Joe started going a little bit more sci-fi, which a lot of the stuff was fine, and some of it wasn't, but we can talk about that later. As far as they go, I thought they were really good. They were exciting and really fun to play with, and use them for different types of attacks, like attacking the flag. I used to have them, you know, come in on boats and stuff and attack the USS flag. I think the one I first got was summer of '86, and it was at Sears at a big mall when the malls were booming. And yeah, my grandmother, she and my aunt, we'd always go to the big mall there, and they would buy me some Joes, some carded guys, and we bring them back to their house, to my aunt's house, and I'd open them there and play with them with my cousin, my little cousin. But yeah, here's the back of a Roadblock 1986 file card, and there's the bat there, the picture. These are great because you'd always, well, if you wanted to, you could take a pen and mark off who you had and who you didn't have yet. And you'd always try to search for a guy on the pegs. And a lot of times you couldn't. I'm going to get into that later. Lots of stories about, I really, really wanted Firefly or the Baroness, and you just couldn't find them. You could find like 6 scrap irons at Wolco, but you couldn't find that one, that one Storm Shadow, for example. But yeah, I think this one was from, Consumers Distributing, which was a neat place to get stuff. A catalog place where you'd actually go and fill out a card and then pick it up. And a lot of times they'd say they'd have something and then they wouldn't. They'd bring you something different. And that was heartbreaking too sometimes, especially for G.I. Joe. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for another edition of Dave's G.I. Joe commentary. Everybody take care. We'll see you next time. Okay, bye.